It's not my birthday. How's everyone? Hey, I'm back. It's only been what, like 1 week? It's only been a week. I haven't been gone that long. How do I look? How do I seem? How do I sound? How am I? Tell me. How do I, guys? How do I? You're wearing a mattress. It kinda is, actually. It kinda is. It's got like that like mattress like texture to it. Ah, dang, that makes this even better. This makes it even better. So, I want you to think back. Last week, okay? Last week I'm playing Yoshi, right? I'm tired. I'm losing my voice. By the end of the stream, I'm like, but now, look, 1 week later, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I did it. I beat the COVID. I won. I beat the crooks. This guy sounds like Beta64. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I still sound the same. Who would have freaking thought? Who would have freaking thought? Chip Tutor, thank you for the 10-month resub in a row, 15 Toad and Rainbow Kappa.
Gamers.
Thank you.
Welcome back from the continent of COVID. Also, happy birthday, Uncle.
It's not my birthday, but thank you. You know what? It might as well be my birthday. I'm gonna just make it my new birthday. This is my new birthday. Before COVID, after COVID. Am I able to get COVID through the screen? Well, there is a way. See, the way that technology works is the COVID turns into electromagnetic signals that travel through the air, thusly vibrating the waves, going through the microphone and through your speakers. It actually manages to, once it hits the air again, transform back into COVID and give you COVID. That's why I didn't stream for a week. I didn't want y'all to catch it. Okay, Grandpa. It's good. Oh, frick. Thank you for reminding me. I know it's been a while. It's been because it takes work to do and I was tired, but it's finally time to bring an old classic back. That's right. Chair 64 is back. Now I can leave, finally. I pressed the wrong button.
Come on and slam and welcome to the Jam Appreciation Bits.
Hey, Super Mario Bros. Fan, thank you for the 50 bits. I have been listening to the Come On and Slam Silva Gunner thingamajiggy thing that happened. How long has it been gone? I don't even know. Maybe like a month. It might have been a freaking month. Because it takes work to like, Chair's been feeling down too, Wanted to wait until Chair was feeling up to do it again, so. I was just making sure that he was up to stuff. So, my goal for the stream is just to kind of ease back into it. Just kind of, this will be a nice, chill, just chat and stream. Maybe a little power wash, maybe if we're feeling up to it. I'm just kind of here to talk and hang out with you. Beta listening to Silvagun. It was only because I'll tell you why.
Glad to have you back, Andrew. So
Good.
This stream will be bananas. B-A-N.
Banana.
N-A-S.
Oh.
I said this stream will be bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Is that how you spell bananas? Is that how you spell that? Wait, is this working? Okay, good. It is working. Expect here, thank you for the 22-month resub. Jen, thank you for gifting a sub to John Blue Rigs. And hi, John Blue Rigs. And Blake, thank you for gifting a sub to Moki. This is the reason why. It always starts with this. It just, in my life, the only reason I listen to the Silver Gunna thingamajiggy bob thing that happened. Jen, thank you for gifting us this up. Thank you so much. It's because of this video. I can't play for too long, so I'm just giving. That's the only reason, and that's as much as I can play. Because both of those songs are claimed. Both of them. As if it couldn't get any worse. 2 claimed songs in one. Then who gets it? That's the question. Who gets the money? Does it go to... Well, actually, here's the thing. I don't even think Square Enix claims the One Wing Angel. I think it's just only false claims. It's only false claims that keep claiming it. But it's so frequent that it might as well just be a regular. Well, they can get their 5 cents for the stream. There, you did it. You got the 5 cents from the VOD. Congratulations. I might have to cough. I'm gonna do it. How's it going? So, I just want to let y'all know. Did you ever get to play the free trial of Captain Toad? No, I actually haven't played almost any games. Because COVID freaking sucks, dude. It sucked. I was exhausted, okay? Exhausted. My eye, this one's a fun little thing that I don't know if everyone got this, but I got a little fun little symptom that goes great for me personally. If I stared at a screen for longer than 30 minutes, my eyes hurt. That was a really fun one. That was a really, really fun one. Yeah, no, I got COVID. That's why I haven't streamed in a week. So the TV was fine because it was like further away, so I could like watch a little bit of YouTube, but if I like looked at my phone or at a computer, my eyes just would get like super dry and I have to put drops in. It would help for like 10 minutes. I am Chill Guy, welcome. You guys want to see something I've been working on? You guys want to see something I've been working on? You seem fine, yep. It was the worst week. But now look at me. I'm healed. I'm good to go. Life is good. And I have something to show you. Like, thank you for the 628 bits. Thank you. Frick, thank you. I did do something though. When my eyes weren't killing me, I did do something. Were you negative yesterday? Well, you're supposed to, I think you stayed negative for a very long time. I was positive 4 days ago. I think. 4 or 5 days ago. I think, no, well, longer than that. Longer than that. Longer than that. Jen, thank you for gifting us a sub. I have to like pull up my dates. Warden Nerd, good to see you. I've got something to show you. I think I tested positive on Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Today's Tuesday. And then I took it, yes, that's 5 days. 5 days. So, I had this weird obsession for the past, like, week. And that obsession was modding Monopoly Plus on Steam. I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it. I just wanted to show you my mod that I worked on for a week for absolutely no reason other than just because. Why is it squished? That's normal. Believe it or not, that's normal.
Yes. The rare COVID symptom, Monopoly modding addiction.
I don't know why. Okay, so here's the deal. 1 week ago, just obsessed with Monopoly Plus modding, okay? I don't care now. I stopped caring. Don't look at my username. Don't look at it. Don't look at my username. I had to pick one and I didn't know what to pick. So this is Monopoly Plus. I added this button. This is a scrapped mode in Monopoly Plus that you can't normally reach. Dang it! Why did I rename that? Why I had the chance? Not that. Dang it. Anyway. So. This was completely scrapped in the game, and I managed to get it working. It's a mode that lets you create your own Monopoly board. So you could do things and like call it board, more like boardwalk. There you go. And then you can make it say boardwalk. It's a little glitchy, but it works. It works. Don't worry, Andrew, everyone goes through a Monopoly phase. It's normal. Thank you. The funny thing is sometimes you'll press right and you'll go left. Or sometimes you'll press left and go right. Watch, I'm pressing left. And now it's going right. It's got some fun little features to it. And the big draw, you can edit the center of the board. Watch this, watch this. I can add in like buildings. That's it. It works though. Like it works. So I can. Why does it keep going to left? Please, please. I'm pressing left. Why are you going right? It's fine. So another fun feature is if you press this, the pause menu flies off the screen. Can you add Scott the Waz? This is good music though. Ignore that, sometimes it does it. There you go. Isn't that fun? So you have to hold down the escape key and then you can save it. And it works, it works. And remember, this wasn't in the game. This wasn't, I had to mod this crap in. I had to mod this crap. Now you can make official Monopoly boards for your favorite YouTubers. You can make a Germa board. And then to play it, I also had to mod it. I added these two buttons. I replaced the Rabbids button with the additional content button, which brings us to three DLC boards. The Just Dance and the My Little Pony boards are scrapped boards. And you can reach the rabbits from here. So you can play those boards now. Those weren't in the original game. And they work perfectly. They have their own like special like center of the board and pieces and stuff like that. And not to mention, you can go to my boards and play here. That sounds unbelievable. It can't be true. It can't be true. Is this true? They had My Little Pony Monopoly? Why did the Rabbids board make it in? Yeah, the Rabbids board is the only piece of DLC that made it in. And I don't know why. I have no idea why. I do want to say, I do want to say though, that there is a, look, there it is, we did that. We made this board. There it is. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that fun? Here's the funny thing though. There is a function in the game where if you plug in a Kinect, you can take a photo and put that photo on the spaces. But I don't know if it works because I do not have a Kinect. It specifically asks that you pose in front of a Kinect. I don't know if it works though. The fun thing is, if you plug in a camera into the game, it will activate the camera, but it still won't work. I think it has to be a Kinect. Test it right now. I don't have a Kinect. I don't have one. I don't have one. But if you have one, you can download this mod. I'll show you how to get it running. It's really easy. A new or old Kinect. I think this was, maybe try both. I don't know. I really don't know. Ox loves Hatcher, welcome. Big fan of YouTube channel, never seen you on Twitch. Well, have I got something for you. This is an unused DLC. For Monopoly Plus. Freya, I hope you're doing well. It's great to see you. Not everyone has two Kinects. Well, it's just either one. I think both should work, theoretically, but I'm not sure. This is what happens if you do it. I'm gonna plug in a camera. I'm gonna plug in, and you're gonna notice something. When I plug it in, the light turns on, which means it's in use currently. Okay. It'll say to pose, place, and play. They misspelled personalize. Is that how you spell personalize? Wait, is that how you spell personalize? Why is the thing not working now? Let me, oh! Hold up. Is it actually, why can't I can't do anything. I can't I'm gonna plug in with an Xbox controller in real quick. I'm gonna plug this in. We might have something, because it's taking control away from my keyboard. This game was probably rushed. Well, here's the thing. This is a port of a port. This is a port of a port. This game came out on the Xbox 360, was ported to the Xbox One. There, if you go into the files of this game, it has freaking Xbox, it has Xbox 360, Xbox One, and PlayStation files in here. All of them. Thank you for gifting a sub to Steam. Appreciate it. Are you the most popular Monopoly Plus? Well, technically I'm not playing because I'm only showing. This is just chatting. Thank you very much. Why can't I? What in the world happened? It's like it broke. It's like I broke it by plugging in the camera. Did I break it? Let me quit and come back in. The DSL was... Why did I say that? DLC. Why did I tried to say DLC. Okay. The DLC is finished on the console version. The PC is the only one without it. That's true. Let me create a new one. Let me try it again. Let's see if we can do it. Can you please play the My Little Pony board? Well, here's the thing. You can play it. You can play it by just following this mod. Okay, so this is how you're supposed to take the photo. Okay. See, it's not working. This shouldn't be a white, like, box. Yeah, it's just a white box. But you can put a white box on it. Isn't that fun? Ew? Ew. Oh, me putting it in my mouth. But you can use rabbits. You can use rabbits. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? So my thought is, if the Kinect is plugged in, that will actually show it. Because I've watched gameplay. There is only one person on YouTube who has made a video about the My Monopoly mode on the Xbox. Only one person. So that is all I'm basing this off of. Anyway, that's the whole thing. That's all I wanted to talk about. There, I got it all out. That is all I wanted to talk about. I was very passionate about Monopoly Plus for the past week. And you might be wondering, hey, how on earth do I do this? How can I do this? Whoa. All you gotta do is go to the Monopoly Plus guides page, and you can go to Beta64. Beta64, why did I click that button? Beta64? Oh, this is also another thing. If you want to get rid of the depth of field effect, this is another one. This is another mod. So this is the original game. See how blurry that is? I made a mod that removes the blur effect right there. So if you want to figure it out, it's under my guides. It's called Restore All Scrap DLC Content. So all you do, you go to this link, and then you go to this, you download, enable all scrapped content, download it. And then inside of it will be a folder. You just extract this folder into the root directory of your Monopoly Plus installation. So just right click, properties, local files, browse, and then right there. Then you just extract the folder right there. And that is it. That's all you have to do. Love this game idea. Yeah, dude, there's something about Monopoly Plus modding that just really got me interested. Cause this is how it all started. Let me. Will this give me a virus? Yes. No, it doesn't. It does no. I can promise you, there is no virus in there that I put in there. Maybe someone else did. I didn't do it. So, this is how it all started. I love Monopoly Plus. I have it on Switch. It's like the Monopoly, it's called Monopoly for the Nintendo Switch on there. It's really good. I love it. It's so much fun. I don't even know why. I 100%ed that game. So, a couple friends were like, hey, I'll gift you Monopoly Plus if we can play a round together. So we played a round of Monopoly Plus, and it was really fun. And I was like, man, that depth of field effect is kind of freaky. I kind of want to remove it. So I tried to mod it, and it worked. Then I was like, I wonder what else I could do. So I went into the files of the game and saw all of this unused stuff. It was like pony DLC .file, and I was like, pony? What the crap is pony? And then I saw like other things. One of them is literally just test DLC. One of them is a picture from the movie Up. It's just in there. It's got a photo from the movie Up in it. I can even show you. It's just sitting there. Pulling it up. No, not Steam big screen. Exit big picture. It's called thumb.png. It's just this. Infernus, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. And Jesse, good to see you too. It's just there. It's called thumb.png. I think it's just the thumbnail for like the application, or maybe like Steam thumbnail. I don't freaking know. All I know is it's hilarious. And I think at this point I've looked through so much stuff in the Monopoly like files. And I think that's all the unused stuff. I think I've gotten all the unused stuff now put back in the game. So that's my long-winded explanation to say how, because everyone was like, because I wasn't streaming, I wasn't freaking streaming, so all people had to go on. It's like, hey, I wonder if Beta64 is doing okay. I wonder if he's healthy. I wonder if everything's going okay. All they had are the mad ramblings of a man going like, I made a new Monopoly Plus mod today. Guys, you gotta check out My Little Ponies in Monopoly Plus. You're never gonna believe what I found in Monopoly Plus today. You're never gonna freaking believe it. Some people were concerned. But now I hope you all understand just how, awesome this is. I would mod Wheel of Fortune if it was on PC. It's not on PC. I was seriously considering coming to the stream tonight with a full Mr. Monopoly outfit, with a top hat and a mustache and everything. But I didn't. It was too late by the time I had that idea. What would you mod in Wheel of Fortune? I would just make it look better. It was just, there's some like really weird stuff with it. So you really are, no. I have completely satisfied my curiosity. I've enabled all unused stuff, removed the crappy depth of field effect that I hated, and I feel complete. I feel satisfied. I don't think I need to mod any more Monopoly Plus. I created 4 mods in a week. 4 mods in 1 week. I am the top Monopoly modder in the entire world. My life's complete. Where can you go? Where can I go from here? I don't even know. I'm a big shot. Mod Fortnite. No. I thought about something. You know how I said I'd play Fortnite again if they added Peter Griffin? I said I'd stream Fortnite again if they added Peter Griffin. I thought of one other thing that would get me to play Fortnite. Is this gonna be claimed? Is this gonna be claimed? I'm scared. I'm too scared. Sorry, I'm too scared. Enjoy this other Sonic song. It wasn't claimed last time. Did I don't think I let it play all the way, did I? I can't remember. Can anyone else confirm this? Can anyone else confirm that I let it play the entire way? I think you did. You did? You did, I'm pretty sure. Sure, why not? I'll let it go. Sure, I'll let it go. Why not? I just know City Escape, or Escape from the City is claimed. I know that. Anyway, I was gonna say that the only other way I would play Fortnite is if they made a VR mode. That's the only other way. Mod Family Feud. There is no Family Feud on Steam. I don't think so. I don't think there's any other of these kind of games. I'm looking up Jeopardy. Jeopardy. There ain't no Jeopardy. No Wheel of Fortune. Family Feud is on Steam. I don't see, did I spell feud? Oh, I spelled feud wrong. I spelled, there's no Family Feud. There's no Family Feud on here. I don't see it. I don't see it. There's nothing. Family Feud, mod Family Feud on the SNES. Is Idol Master Claim? I can almost guarantee it is. I can almost guarantee it. It's on the Ubisoft launcher. Oh. Interesting. I need to look I need to look into that. I'm gonna be the modder for every game no one cares about that's based on a board game or TV show. That's gonna be me. I'm switching careers, guys. I'm switching careers. Crap, is it Ubisoft? Is it Ubisoft? Did I say Ubisoft? Is it actually Ubisoft? Dang. Dang it. It's fine. Is it Ubisoft or Ubisoft? Which one is it? Which one? I always called it Ubisoft. I think it's both. It's Ubisoft. I'm pretty sure you're right. It's like I say NVIDIA. Did I ever tell you this? Over Christmas, I built my brother a computer and I said, hey, can you grab the NVIDIA card? And my dad goes, where'd you learn that? Where'd you learn what? And I was like, what? He was like, it's NVIDIA. And I'm like, dang it. Even, I was like, well, maybe I got it from my dad or something. Nope, I don't know where I got it. I don't know where I freaking got it from. I don't know why I call him NVIDIA. I don't know. It's fine. I don't even freaking care anymore. Okay. Guys, I have a confession to make. I have a confession to make. Some of you already know. Some of you don't. And I think now is a good time to tell you all what happened. I bought something. I bought something today. Some of you already know this. Some of you I bought this. I bought the Stream Deck pedal. I bought the piece of plastic that goes on the floor that has 3 buttons. Okay, let me explain this because it was a bit controversial over on the Twitter. It's like, Andrew, why'd you spend $90 on a freaking piece of plastic on the floor that you could spend like $5 on? And the answer is, I had a 10% off coupon, so I actually spent $80. So let me explain why, okay? Let me, because I know for a fact that this is not an expensive product that you would normally be like, oh, let's spend $80. The reason is because it connects to your computer and works in tandem with the Stream Deck. So, you know the little thing that I have like every single one of my scenes on that I use to control music, the sarcasm, the sound effects, my whole stream setup is built around this Stream Deck, which is really, really good. Okay, I bought this. Wrong button. Wrong button. He's finally gone. He's finally gone. Oh, thank goodness. Anyway, I bought the Stream Deck on sale on a whim. Normally, I was like, oh, Elgato products, I'm not really interested. They just seem too expensive for like not a whole lot of stuff to it. But it was on sale. It was like $100 off, so I bought a Stream Deck. It has been one of the greatest purchases I have ever made. It has worked great for streaming. It has worked great for video editing. It's been great. This foot pedal works with it. So what it will be is I can then activate any of these buttons with my foot instead of it being like I have to turn over. So there are buttons on here, for instance, skip song, play or pause song, that I want to, if I'm in the middle of a game or something, not to like have to like reach over and press the button. Most of this, or accept like a reward or something through there. So it allows, or for instance, sarcasm alert that I forget to do because I completely forget to press the button. So this lets me press it with my feet. It just sounded way too cool. It just sounded like way too much of stuff I needed. And not to mention, it looks like it's really good build quality. It looks like it actually is like a legitimately well-made product and not just something that's gonna break when I step on it. It just seemed really cool. And I thought it would help the stream. Now, do I think $90 for a foot pedal is worth it? Watch it break when he steps on it. Could you get one for each foot? I could, but that would be like $150. But I technically could. No, not the Steam Deck. The Stream Deck. The Stream Deck. It's a business purchase. It'll go on my tax return. I won't get taxed for it, so at least there's that. But it just seemed really cool. I bought it because like I made a good healthy amount from my last YouTube video this month. I got my paycheck just a few days ago and I was like, huh? I made what on this video? And then I looked at my analytics and I was like, oh, well, next month's gonna suck. But this month was good. This month was good. And I was like, you know what? I can splurge a little bit on something that would help the streams out. Something, you know, I could help you all with. I thought it'd be fun. I can't believe I freaking. It's fine. It's fine. Oh! You're so right, Chip Tutor. That explains why the paycheck was good. It was December. Of course it was good. It was Christmas time with all the Christmas advertising. Of course it is. Oh, that makes so much sense. I've forgotten everything about YouTube. I've forgotten everything about being a YouTuber at this point. So, rip me. Which means next 2 months are gonna be real fun because the after Christmas is always the worst time of year for a YouTuber. Does the IRS still need to give you your tax return? Yes, they do. Still waiting on that 2019 tax return. Still waiting on it. Still waiting on it. I actually legitimately have to call. I would do it on stream, but they asked for my social, so can't do that. I also, not to mention, I have to call multiple people because during my COVID, I actually had multiple appointments, doctor's appointments and hair cutting appointments and everything that I had to cancel. So I have to call the person who cuts my hair to get a haircut because this is getting to be a little long. I have to call my the doctor's office to set up another appointment for a checkup. I have to call the people who tried to repair my car and failed to get my refund because they said they were going to send me a refund 2 months ago. So I have to go call them. I have to call the IRS to get my tax refund back. I have to call my car insurance people because the little device they gave me broke. I have to call who else do I have to call? Or is that it? I think that's it. That's all I have to call Ballsy. Right, I have to call Ballsy. He wants to hang out and I need to do that. You look like the cat jam. Cute. Thank you. Thank you. And I have to call Mr. Monopoly too. All right. It's time. It's time. Wow, look at Beta. So many people owe him money. I'm owed like multiple thousands of dollars from people. Mostly the government, though. It's time. Whenever we want to do one of these streams, it always needs to end with a little power wash sim. I'll keep the music going though. Oh, that's good. How long have we been on the skate park one? I don't think we've done much of the skate park one at all. I think we like did it for like a little bit, as you can see. But other than that, I don't think we did too much. Oh, that's good. Yo, Benny, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. I have 141 hours in Powerwash. Wait, really? 141? How many hours do I have? There's no way I have more than like 30. How do I check? I have 12. I have 12. I need to play this for more. When will you power wash your own house? If once I get a house, I would totally power wash it. Will that dox me though? Like power washing my house? Would that just dox me though? Probably. How about oh, here's what I'll do. I'll power wash, I'll just power wash the ground. And it'll be just like one solid camera angle of just the ground. And just me power washing it. Power wash someone else's house. Now that's a solid idea. That's a solid idea. Just climb the wall real quick. That's the next sub. No, the next sub goal is the redubbing Beta64 videos to be false. Redubbing Beta64 videos to be misinformation. That's the next sub goal. How are we so close? Cause freaking it took me forever to like do the last sub goal. So I made this one a little bit closer. Next sub goal address reveal. Oh, you know it. If you get 1 million subs, I'll reveal my home address. How the heck do you make a slope out of concrete? Have you ever cleaned a swimming pool? I don't think I've ever cleaned anything outside. I've cleaned electronics. I've cleaned a house. But I don't think I've ever like cleaned something like massive. Like I've never power washed anything. I've never like cleaned I washed a car as a kid. But I don't think I ever like cleaned like something big. I've never cleaned anything. Never taken a shower. Never taken a bath. Never. How excited were you about Banjo-Kazooie? Dude, okay. Speaking of that, I'm playing Banjo-Kazooie tomorrow on the Switch Online. Cause I've been seeing people playing Banjo-Kazooie and I've been like actually kind of jealous. Cause I was sick and I was tired. I was like, dang, I want to play Banjo-Kazooie, but I'm so freaking tired. But now, yeah, I'm playing on stream. Andrew, you have an Xbox. Okay, this stays between you and me. Okay, this stays between you and me, because this is. Ooh, these dog prints. There's like little. You see that? Little doggy prints. Okay. I think the Nintendo 64 version of Banjo-Kazooie is way better than the Xbox version. So much so that I don't even want to play the Xbox version. Because I don't like the font or how it looks. I don't like a lot of just weird like changes in it that they made. And there is absolutely no reason for me to legitimately think that. And I'm not even that passionate about it. It's just, I tweeted about it one time. I tweeted about it one time. I was like, yo, I'm so excited for the Nintendo 64 version of Banjo-Kazooie to come to Switch instead of the Xbox version, because I don't like the Xbox version. I got met with so many people going, awful take, worst take, bad, terrible, worst thing, actually dumb, crappy, worst thing. And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't freaking believe it. Worst take, crappy, worst crappy take. That was all of my alt accounts of Delta Kong. I understand. I'm not bitter about it. It's just I prefer the Nintendo 64 version a lot more than the Xbox version, and I know that it adds a lot of things that are really cool, like it adds the freaking saving your jiggies, so that way you don't have to recollect every single jiggy if you die. or leave the world. I get it. It's really nice. But I don't care. But I like the Nintendo 64 version so much better. So much better. It even adds like stop and swap stuff. Do I care? No. I just want to play the N64 version. That is why I'm excited. Do I think the Xbox version is like terrible? No, I really don't. To be honest, I don't even care. But it's just if I'm gonna play it, I'm gonna play the N64 version. That's just mostly the font. It's mostly the disgusting font that Rare used for like so many of its games, and I don't even know why. I just hate that font. One thing you're gonna learn about me if you're a new viewer here, I am very passionate about fonts. Everyone in chat knows it. The Xbox version of Banjo has a texture fix in the game which was applied to the Switch Online version. Really? Interesting. I have font standards that I try to live up to, and I just hate the font that Rare used for like just like the whole beginning like Xbox thing era, like the font in Viva Pinata, friggin' Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, Conker's Bad Fur Day, what do they call it? Conker's Live and Reloaded. That's the one. Conker's Live and Reloaded. It's not even Comic Sans. It's like a fake Comic Sans. It's so freaking wacky. Want to see a cool party trick I can do? Want to see a cool party trick I can do? Watch this. Watch this cool party trick I can do. Check out this cool. Okay, this is gonna be harder than I thought. The party trick I was trying to do was if I see like certain fonts, I can tell you what they are. But it's usually only for like local places. And no, I freaking Googled local stores and it came up with Chipotle. It came up with freaking Chipotle. HUD, yo! Thank you so much for the 31 months.
Party trick doesn't involve pants or cheese nips. What on earth?
My party trick is that I can tell you whenever I see Hobo Standard, Helvetica, and what Chalkboard and Chalkboard. That is my party trick. You ever seen Hobo Standard? Hobo Standard. This is used everywhere. Freaking everywhere. Hobo Standard. It's used everywhere. Any like flower shop uses this font. Hobo Standard. Then you got classic Arial Black. Arial Black. That's a classic font. That's the Beta64 font right there. That's the Beta64 font. Yo, the one Arden, welcome back. Great to see you. Chalkboard is also a fun one that everyone uses. Where is it? No. I want the Chalkboard font. Where is it? I can tell it when I see it. There it is. Chalkboard. Chalkboard is another one that people use. Oh, and Chalk Duster. You cannot forget Chalk Duster. Oh, and freaking Marker Felt. I hate that font. I hate Marker Felt. Comic Sans. Chalkboard. It is kind of like a Comic Sans. It is kind of like a Comic Sans, but I can tell the difference. Anyway, that's my party trick. I can tell you what fonts are. So anyway, when I say a font ruined a game for me, it's just because I'm a freaking weirdo. Bubblegum Sans, that's cool. I like that. I like, what was it called? Is it like Citrus? I think it's called Citrus Pump. I think it's called Citrus Pump. Citrus Pulp? I think it's called Citrus Plump. I think it's Citrus Plump. I think it's Citrus Plump font. I think that's what the font's called. Yeah, dude. No, not that. Where is it? Citrus Plump. I think is it this one? Yeah, okay. I think it's just called Plump. This is such a good font. I freaking love this font. That's like one of my favorite fonts, for sure. Name me any font, and I'll give you a welcome to Beta64's font review. I told you I was gonna take this slow. I told you I was gonna take this stream slow, and you know what? I'm gonna start by talking about something I'm passionate about. Fonts. Okay, impact font. Okay, that's an iffy one for me. Impact font. That one's an iffy one for me. So this is impact. I don't think impact is a bad font. It's just there's almost no discernible use for this outside of like a warning sign that just says like warning. I can't think of like any way you could use impact in a way that was just like normal. Yo Goose, thank you for the 17th month resub. Appreciate it.
Glad you're finally feeling better.
I'm feeling all good.
Can't wait to try out the new mods hopefully this weekend. In other news, PSA, if a store is 2 minutes from closing, just come back later because the employees will openly be mad at you. Smile.
Oh, it said PSA, but I didn't know what that meant. I was like, what's a PSA? What does PSA mean? It's fine. Oh, Bauhaus 93, dude. Bauhaus 93. Okay, Bauhaus 93. Pulling it up. Dude, Bauhaus 93. That's like kind of like the Amiibo font. Freaking love Bauhaus. Now, granted, it's another one of those fonts that I'm not exactly like sure what to do with it. It's like there's not really a whole lot of places I'd see it used for. Papyrus font. Hate this font. I really don't. In defense of Papyrus, the world's second most hated font. I see. I don't like Papyrus. It's used like, Papyrus is usually used for a Bible study. Like if you ever see like an ad, like, I would assume a good chunk of you probably haven't. But if you like went into a church and you had like a bulletin and it's got like Romans, this month we're learning about Romans, and you freaking look at it, they're gonna always use the Papyrus font. I hate it. It's an overused freaking font and I don't like it. Oh, Calibri font. Okay, Calibri. That is like a very solid font. Like that's just a nice looking font. I like the way that it just looks. It's very modern, but still got some playfulness to it. Why wouldn't the Romans use Times New Roman? You make a good point. I don't hate Times New Roman actually. I actually don't hate Times. Futura. I used to use Futura as my stream font. I really liked Futura. I've kind of fallen off of Futura. Just because it's gotten used a lot, but it's still a nice looking font. You know what I mean? Is that like a nice looking font? Thoughts on Super Mario 256? Good font. Is that a font? It is a font. It's a solid font. It's a solid font. That's a pretty solid font. I love this so much. Thoughts on Gilroy Extra Bold? Yeah, it's pretty good actually. I didn't know about Gilroy. Gilroy Extra Bold is like the impact font, but nicer. It doesn't like kill you when you look at it. Like that's a pretty nice looking font even for like, you know, just a normal piece of text. Yeah, White Rice, yeah, I would agree. It's just a very nice font. Thoughts on the Wingdings font. That's good. That's good stuff. What is the Wipeout font? What is the Wipeout font? No, there's like this font. No, I want Wipeout TV show font. Yeah, what's this font? Can someone find this font for me? Someone know? Spampton font? Wipeout contestant dies? What? They use the poop font. Okay. Is there, wait, okay. Does Sonic have like a specific font? Cause like you've got like a Mario, and that's like a very specific font. But I don't know, does Sonic have like a font? That's just like, oh, that's the Sonic font. I'm not exactly sure. It's the Sonic font. Sonic font. I guess they do. Yeah, it's got a, but it's like, I'll give my thoughts. It's okay. It's okay. It's kind of like Impact. I think it's just an okay font. I'm sorry, all you Sonic font fans out there. I'm gonna say it's just kind of okay. Now, once again, you know how I said that the Impact font is good font, but it could be very useful. I mean, well, it wasn't very useful in a lot of situations. The Wipeout font kind of looks like the Impact font, but that works perfectly because Wipeout is all about Impact. Isn't that right? I kid you not. I use very, very specific fonts in my videos that I've chosen after like practicing with like multiple fonts. Over several years, I perfected the font. The font I like to use in videos, which is what I think is the perfect good font for my videos. Adobe Standard. That's what I use. Font. No, what the crap? What's it called again? Oh, frig, no, it's called something else. It's Adobe something standard. Ah, crap. Ah, frick, what was that font called? No, Gothic. There it is. There it is. Adobe Gothic Standard. Okay, that's awful. Adobe Gothic Standard. Isn't that just a really nice font? Look at that. Is that a nice font? I'm a big fan of the Adobe Gothic Standard. It's got the bold, the Adobe Gothic Standard bold. It sucks. Just kidding. Do you mean like you said it's great and then you said just kidding it sucks? Or do you mean like you're kidding that it sucks, that it's actually good? What the crap is Rocket Brush? Rocket Brush font. What the crap is a Rocket Brush? Like this font? I don't like the wings. I don't like the wings. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't like the wing. I'm not a big wing guy. I'm not a big wing. That's not it. Okay, that's not it. But let me tell you, I'm just not a big wing kind of guy. When you add like wings to fonts, I'm just like I don't know. I'm not like a huge fan of that. I know that might be a little controversial, but allow me to repeat it again. I don't like wings on fonts. Oh, dude, the Splatoon font is so good. The Splatoon font is That's some freaking good font right there. Now, I will say, the Doom font, though, can do some wings. The Doom font can do some wings. They can succeed at some wings. How did this get from Banjo to fonts? It's very simple. Banjo-Kazooie, I cannot play the Xbox version because I really don't like the font. That is the reason it was, and then it was brought up to how, is it really over a font? It's like, and there you go. And that's, there you go. And that's how it all, just mod the Xbox version. Can you do that? Like easily? Can you do that? Why mod the Xbox version when I could play the Nintendo 64 version? Can you mod Xbox games easily? Oh, wait. Were you saying you were saying Andrew make the mod to get? Oh, I thought you were saying that there was a mod and that Andrew just install it. Not Andrew go and make your own mod on replacing the font. I just don't. For those of you who have no idea what the crap I'm talking about, Banjo-Kazooie 1 Xbox. Okay? Why don't you look at this freaking font? And that's not that. That's not it. It's hard to find it. Let me find like someone talking. Is there any like screenshot of someone talking? Is it really that hard? Is it really that hard to find? Also, it's just cursed to see this. Can I just say that's just mega cursed. Mega cursed. I can't find one single screenshot of them showing this. I'm gonna have to like look up a video. I have to look up a video. Yeah. I don't know why I did that. That's just so cursed. Okay, this is the font. Okay. Wait for it. That's the font. That's the font. Ew! You might say, Andrew, that's not that bad. Here's the thing. Look at this font, okay? Now I want to show you the Nintendo 64 version. Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, it's fine. The Nintendo Switch version is just the other version, so this will work. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up. Here you go. Now look at this font, okay? Look at this font. Look at this font, okay? This font, font A, font B. This is just so much easier to read. It looks so good. And it's just like, this is like, it's like a little bit gray. It's a little bit too like whimsical and out there. I just don't like it. This is just clean, easy to read, to the point, nice. And this is also stretched. Can I just say this is stretched? This is thick. This is thicked. Like thicked, 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 thicked. I'm just saying, this is a nice little font. That's a good font. That isn't thick, it's thin. You make an interesting point. Is that thick if it's been stretched to be fat? This is how it should look. No, definitely not like that. That's how it should look. This is how it should look. But instead it's like this. Instead it's like this. Like this is how it should look. But instead they like stretched it. I'm just not a fan. I'm just not a fan of the font. But this font, it's simple, it's thicker, it's nicer, it's cleaner. That's all. Now, I want to make sure you all know that I really don't care that much. I don't even care. I don't even care all that much. Some people will look at that and be like, Andrew, that's the most nitpicky thing I have ever seen in my entire life. And other people will be like, man, Andrew made some great points. And I'm gonna think about that before I go to sleepies tonight. I'm gonna think about Andrew's font, his font lecture. I could be a professor talking about fonts. The best font is called Under Authority and Vermin Vibes. You've been complaining for an hour. I have not. It has been 20 minutes. It's still 20 minutes, but... Let's see that vermin vibes real quick. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's a very specific font for very specific moments. In the end, the gameplay is what matters most. That's true, but it's pretty much the exact same game. It's just they added saving, to my knowledge. I think it's so at that point it's like I've already yeah, it's fine. I want to pull right now. Is Andrew freaking crazy? Yes. The font is fine. He makes good points. There you go. This is the poll. What game is this? This is called Powerwash Simulator. Mostly we're just talking. Playing a little Powerwash in the background. Technically, I could put this as Powerwash Simulator category, but to be honest, I've been talking more about fonts. Can you make the poll riggable? Dang, I should have done it. See, here's the thing. You'll notice that neither of the answers say no. You'll notice that neither of the answers just say no to them. Yo, Justin!
Hello.
Justin, I saw that you were playing the Cheese of Rescue. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked it. And you need to buy Hatsune Miku Project Diva, Justin. How many subs, Justin, do I need to give you for you to buy Hatsune Miku Project Diva on your new PS4? But you're lurking. You can just email me. You can email me later. You'll put it on the list? No. It's not his PS4. Where'd he get it from? Oh, Oswald! Ooh! That's a good font. Oswald is a really good font. I like the Oswald font a lot. In fact, that might be what I'm using now. I think I might be using Oswald now. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure. I like a good Oswald. Ninja Weasel Plays let you borrow it. Well, then you gotta buy Miku quick so you can play it while you still have the chance. Also, PS3's... How expensive are PS4s now? Are they still, like, expensive just because you can't buy a PS5? Rodin is the Sonic 06 font. I did enjoy the Sonic 06 font, I will say. I was a pretty decent fan of the Sonic 06 font. Best font ever, I think I would say best font would probably be Calibri. Is a really, really good font, and it's free. I think it's free. I like no, okay, if we're going for like any font ever, the Wii font. The Wii font is by far the best font ever. I'm trying to remember exactly what the Wii font is called, because this is like fake versions of it. Like there is a real font. What is the real font? I forget what it's called. It's like thousands of dollars. It's like thousands of dollars for this font. What is that? What is the font called? Does anyone remember? Project Diva X is okay if you want to do it as a dating simulator, but just if you just want to play the game Project Diva Future Tone. Genuine. The genuine font. No, not Tumblr. It's got a very specific name. What is the real Wii font? Not the logo, not this, not that. Replacing font with Comic Sans. Very funny. Very funny. No, that's the Mario Kart Wii font. That is a good font though. I know what it is. Like, I know for sure what it is. Give me like 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes and I can find the font. I just need it. I have it in my personal notes. I'm glad I kept it in my personal notes then. Let me see if I kept it on my phone or on my computer. This is very important. Trust me. This is incredibly important. It's gonna be the brightest day. Where is it? Come on, Andrew. Dang it. Okay. No. Justin, it's Project Diva Future Tone. DX probably, I think is the one. Okay, it's no, not that one. Here we go. I'm finding it. Give me a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Not minions. Where is it? Where the crap is it? No, I saved it. I know I did. I know I saved it. Not Wingdings. It's not freaking Wingdings. I have to reboot my computer to find it, don't I?
Oh, look who's back. JJDB200 JJDB 210 pretzel hype JJDB 210 chicken oh no.
Chicken oh no. Justin, it's great to see you. What? Sorry, it's just Cheppy, thank you so much for the sub. Gosh, Justin, I love you so much, man. Cheppy, thank you. 22 months, holy crap. Appreciate you being here. What is the best font ever? It's that font if I could freaking find it. It's on my Mac. The Mac side. It's on the Mac side. Like I have it listed out on the Mac side of my computer under its notes. It's on there. I just need to reboot the computer. I'll tell you after the stream. Like I'll write it in the Discord server. I'll put it in the Discord server. I'm so upset. I'm so upset that I can't find this right now. How is it that hard to find? I found it so easy. What is the font they use in Monk? In Wii, I'm just gonna say in Wii Sports. Maybe that'll come up. No. It's not. Oh, here we go. List of Nintendo Systems fonts. No. It's not Rodin NTLG. It's not Rodin. I swear it's not Rodin NTLG. Like, this is not it. It looks nothing like it. This looks absolutely nothing like it. It's not. It can't be. It's called something else. I know it is. Would you guys vote? Not crazy? Sweet. It's called, like, it starts with a W. I know it starts with a W. It's this font. Yes, there it is. Yes, Shingo Medium. That's it. That's the one. Where'd it go? I'm lightheaded. It's Shingo Medium. You know that starts with a W. There it is. Shingo Pro. Look at that. That is the best font that has ever been created. That's the one. From the Morisawa and Company Limited. What do you mean free? Like, what are you talking about? It's like $1,000. You sure? Is this a legit site? I don't know if this is a legit site. This is where they sell the font. What is it called again? Shingo? Yeah, Shingo. There you go, Shingo. It's a good font. No, stop translating it. Japanese. That's such a good font. Look at that font, dude. Man, that's a delicious font. Attack on Titan. They sell the Attack on Titan fonts in here? Or is this something else? What is this? Oh, it's been used in Attack on Titan. Wow, it's used in a lot of freaking places. Like the Steve Jobs book. Okay. Anyway, Shingo is the best font. Is the greatest font that's ever lived. Attack on Titan Wii game. I knew it couldn't have been Rodin. Cause it is Shingo. I don't think anyone here cares about fonts as much as you do. I know, I bet no one's here. I bet you're all just bots and you're just trying to make me feel better. But I appreciate it. You're very realistic. I know my dad created you bots to make me feel like I actually have a streaming career. I know none of you are real, but I appreciate you being here all the same. What about cursive fonts? I've never been really into cursive fonts all that much. He found out. How can I be fake? I mailed you pants. You all are real? What the crap am I doing? Talking about fonts then. What the crap am I doing? Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. Have you cleaned your room recently? It's been a hot minute. I cleaned up the living room, but since I got sick, I haven't cleaned it. I'm going to need to though. I'm definitely going to. We're gonna share your font obsession with the world. No, I'm gonna get kicked out of world. I'm gonna get freaking kicked out. I made 2 mistakes today. Mistake number 1, I bought a freaking foot stomp thing that people are gonna make fun of me on the internet for buying. And number 2, I talked about fonts for an hour. I like Helvetica. I know it's a basic font, but I still like it. Only time I don't like it is if it's used by like a business. Like if you're ever in America and you go anywhere, you will notice a building with a red sign. It'll just be the name of the building in Helvetica, just blood red. That is like in every single like street corner. There's some store that's just got a blood red Helvetica font logo. I don't know why. I don't know why that's the default. This has been my wife's favorite stream, the font stream. You married someone cool, what can I say? You did it. If you're into fonts, you're automatically like, cool, right? That's what my mom told me. What are your serious thoughts on Century Gothic? Serious thoughts only! Someone asked how I'm feeling. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. Century Gothic? Century Gothic. Only serious thoughts. I like Century Gothic. Now, would I think it would be good for an entire video game? It might get a little old, but I don't think it's like a bad thought. That's my serious thoughts. Lol, your Century Gothic. I can turn off the stream anytime. You do not call me a font. I am a human, and I don't want to be told that I'm like a font. Okay? Oh, I was trying to hold back a smile so bad. One of my Achilles heel is that if I ever make a joke and I'm trying to pretend to be serious, I'll just start laughing. That's my Achilles heel. Beta radiates Rodin Pro EB vibes. Yeah, where's the Beta60? Oh wait, the Beta64 font is just Arial Black. Please explain that. Explain what? Explain what? Explain what? Evangelion font. That's a good font too. Oh no, actually, the Evangelion font might be my favorite font of all time. I just love the Evangelion font. There's a font called Beta? Beta font. It looks kind of like my logo, actually. It's not a bad font. That's not bad. That's actually a really good futuristic kind of font. I like that. I do like that. Look at this font. That's such a good font. That's such a freaking great font. That's a good font. That's you IRL. I am a font. Who am I kidding? I heard, what is the dyslexic font? Is it supposed to like help with dyslexia? Like, is it like an evenly spaced font or something like that? Oh, that's a cool freaking font. Dude, that's an epic looking font, actually. Look at that. That is an awesome looking font. I feel like it would hurt my brain to read like too much with this font, but it's like actually kind of an epic looking font. It's like a logo. Ooh. Ooh, good song. Ooh, this is such a good song. Oh my gosh. Oh, I haven't heard the song yet. I know this song from the original version because it was on a video game music playlist I used for stress when I was trying to do homework. This is such a good font. Broadway font is okay. I'm not a huge fan of it. I've used it before, but only because it was necessary to use. Original Virgin? Is that a font? Is that a font, or are you making fun of me? I can't tell what you're trying to accomplish. This is a song, not a font. Andrew, shut up! Stop talking about freaking boring stuff like music and start talking about cool things like fonts. Yeah, I had to bring back, I'm going to bring back the song request thing. It broke and was requesting random music around the internet, so I had to stop it and basically remake parts of it. Dude, Bobber, this is the good stuff. Bobber, how are you doing? You doing good? Maybe add new songs. Well, the thing was, I don't have to remake it to add songs. What happened is it uses a YouTube playlist in order to get, like, populate the song list. And the problem was that I didn't take into account that videos would be deleted. So, when they were deleted, it was acting up. So I need to basically add some, like fail safes to take that into account. Dude, I like how it actually made a mark of the ladder in dirt. That's so cool. Bye-bye. Yes, I too like to graffiti the wall with a ping pong paddle. I do want to say, now this is a big deal. There is someone who graffitis around my parts, where all they do is they go up to dumpsters and like things on the side of the road, and they spray paint the word lasagna in Japanese. I don't know who they are, but that's kind of epic. It just says lasagna in Japanese. They spray paint it near like a Panera. So like, they don't even have lasagna, so it's not like they had like a really good lasagna and then came over and graffitied lasagna. I want to meet them too. I've seen like 3 of their lasagna tags around town. The lasagna boys. There's probably a meaning behind it. Who would spray paint lasagna in Japanese? It's not even like a cool like logo or something like that. It's literally like they just went like quickly just wrote the word lasagna and ran away giggling. Sorry, I'm just enjoying this for just a second. Ratatouille font. Should I stop talking about fonts? I feel like I could talk about this subject forever. I feel like I could talk a whole stream. Wait, you know, I'm gonna make a sub goal where it's just going to be, it's going to be the font stream. I'm gonna dress up, put my mic really, really close to my mouth. Hey everyone, welcome to the Fontcast. We're gonna be talking about Calibri today and whether or not it can win out against Helvetica. Now, you might think that this is an unfair challenge because Helvetica is a much more standard font than Calibri, but I want to take into account because I feel like both of them have merits that make them very nice competitive equals. Now, of course, you can vote for yourself in the poll down below. So yeah, we're going to take in some viewer calls right now. Hey caller, you're on the air. Let me tell you, what is your favorite font, Helvetica or Calibri? That's gonna be a good video. That's gonna be a really good video. I'm gonna make a font channel. Do you think anyone would listen to the Fontcast? Where if I legitimately made an actual podcast talking about fonts? No, yes, yes, maybe. I would if I wanted to sleep. It's just me talking extremely softly in the mic about different fonts. I honestly would love it if my whole YouTube, Twitch, everything, every career I have in life, if this outdid it all and became like the best, the biggest part of my life. Where it's like, well, this small joke called the Fontcast has created, I'm now a millionaire because of the Fontcast. I've gotten 1 billion listens and live in San Francisco, all because of the Fontcast. Now let's see, which is a better font? We have the Coca-Cola font versus the Pepsi font. And the best part is you can't even see the fonts because it's an audio-only podcast. So I'll have to just describe the font. Now, the way the C curves is quite relaxing, but I'm just not a fan of the wing at the end of the C. The wing just doesn't really fit it for me. Ooh, Donkey Kong has some good fonts too. Dang, there's so many good fonts out there. There's so many good freaking fonts. The name of this VOD is just gonna be Andrew talks about fonts for an hour. But it's worth it. But I feel like it's worth it. I feel like this is a really nice discussion. Roboto, I'm not a huge fan of Roboto. I feel like it's an overused font for streaming. Cause a lot of like streaming stuff like uses Roboto and a lot of people use it. I just feel like it's too basic. Yeah. What is the I don't know what the Monopoly Post font is. It's a good font though. Roboto is discount Arial. Ooh, shots fired. I love how the entirety of chat is VIP. I opened up the entirety of my VIPs to purchase via channel points, and everyone bought one basically. The problem is I have ran out, and there's no freaking conceivable way I'm going to be able to get more if I keep talking about freaking fonts. I need to have an average of 200 viewers, or I need to have 200 active chatters at one given moment. That's what it is. And if I keep talking about freaking fonts all the time, I'm never gonna become big Twitch boy. Un-VIP everyone. I'll make it for 500,000 channel points. Everyone gets un-VIP'd and it starts over. Does spamming count as 200? It doesn't, sadly. Well, I mean, not, you know, I'm gonna say not, sadly. I approve, do it, no. That would be a really interesting idea. Where it's like, it resets all of them. But like getting VIP again is pretty darn cheap. It's not like terribly expensive. Like it'd be like a few thousand. So that way you could pretty easily get it back as long as you already had that amount. That would have been... Wait a minute. I have 1 VIP slot left. I think I have 1 left. I think someone wanted to get rid of theirs. They were like, I'm not gonna, you can have it back. I think I have 1 left. I do. I have 1 singular VIP slot left. And no, I'm not just giving it away because then you all hate me. So I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to make it purchasable.
Give IT to me.
I'm going to make it purchasable. For the same amount it's always been. For the same amount it's always been. It's not gonna be what? Should I make it more? Okay. The original price for it is $35,000. Should I make it more expensive? Let's do a freaking bid. How do we bid? Can I do like bidding? Can I do like freaking bidding? Like an auction? Is that possible? Poison type.
I start with $5.
It can't be real money because then people will be like, Beta64 charging real money to be a VIP. But thank you for the $5 for your sub. Thank you though. I appreciate it, Poison type. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. How do I do like an auction? You know, we can just do like a chill auction. Okay. We'll just do like a chill auction. You scammed Poison type. I never said it. I never said that. Okay, so we'll start the bidding. Poison type, dude, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, soon I'll be able to do that with my foot and go boop, 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 boop. Dude, Poison type, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Appreciate it. Okay, we'll start the bidding at 5,000 nips. Who would do it for 5,000 nips? Who would do it for 5,000 nips? Okay, we Colin is the first one to bid with 5,000 nips. Do I hear 10,000 nips? You have to put, so I don't get confused, put the number of how much when I say. So like, I'll say like 10,000 nips and then just type 10,000. 10,000. Oh, Root Beer King with 30,000 nips. We have Root Beer King here with 30,000 nips. Do I hear 35,000 nips? Do I hear 35,000 nips? And no, if you're VIP, you can't do it. I'm looking at you, Delta Kong. Oh, King with 31,000 nips. We have King with 31,000 nips. Do I hear 30? Let's just keep it going. 35,000 nips. Do I hear 35,000 nips? What do you mean you're sad? Lumily, you already have it. Cole, welcome. Is anyone here collect consoles? I do. In fact, I have like 70 of them ready to sell. Finley with 35,000. We have Finley. Finley with 35,000. We have Kev with 40,000 nips. We have Kev with 40K. I want 2 VIPs. We have Kev right now with 40K. Oh, Finley has brought it up to 42,000 with Dismond at 45,000. Dismond at 45K. Dismond already has it. Why am I writing it down? We got 42,000 with Finley as the top one. 42,000 with Finley. Do I hear 43,000? Kev with 80,000. We have Kev with 80K. Kev with a humongous increase in bet. Do I hear 85,000? 1 million nip. I'm trolling. We have missed it. Nah, I know you're trolling. Are you? Sorry, the bet's in. The bet's in. Sorry, it's in. Do I hear 85,000? This is, you can't just go to an auction and just like be like 80,000. Just kidding, and then leave. You can't do that. You can't do that. Do I hear 45,000? Do I hear 45,000? Right now it's Finley still with 42,000, I think. You absolutely can do that. Not on eBay, you can't. On eBay, I had to make a very embarrassing email to someone to say I didn't want to keep my bed in when I was like 12 years old. Omar, great to see you. 30,003 copies of Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. If anyone can ship me a Sound Blaster sound card, you immediately get VIP. I think Finley is still our current victor. If anyone doesn't have anything else to say, if anyone doesn't want to bet any more than 42,000, bet, auction, bid. My whole Xbox 360 with my Connect, my car. You want to give me your car? Done. I have a CT. Wait, are you serious? Tech tangents, are you serious? Also, tech tangents, I saw your comment on an LGR video right now. I was just watching an LGR video and I saw your comment. I meant to DM you, but it wouldn't go through. That's weird. Did you accept my friend request? I think you did. The biggest LGR fan. I was literally watching a tech tangent video. I mean, I did watch a tech tangent video. They make videos about retro stuff too. I was watching an LGR video and I just see Tech Tangent on the bottom, and then Tech Tangent got a heart and a reply from LGR. I've never gotten that. He's got an in. Tech Tangent's got an in with the LGR man. Poison type, you know LGR? Okay, I think Finley is our top bidder. So we have Finley with 42K nips for the VIP, going once. Going twice. I would go in, but this isn't a good auction. You can't get VIP twice. It's impossible. Are you bidding to get it removed? Is that what you're trying to do? And sold! Sold to Finley. I'm going to legitimately make a channel point reward right now that's called Remove My VIP. I'm going to legitimately make one right now. Buy VIP roll. It's gonna be a cheap 5,000. There you go. There, now you can remove your VIP roll. You have to pay though. How many times per week can you gain and lose VIP? Well, that's up to you. Just so you know, if you redeem it, I will remove it. I will remove it. All right, Finley. Finley. Here you go, Finley. Redeem this. For 42,000. Finley, you redeem that. Dang, I gotta get VIP so I can lose VIP. Delta Kong has redeemed Finley's VIP. You did it. You did it. I need to be very careful not to click accept. Okay, I didn't click accept and make a big problem. Don't worry. I feel like eventually one of these days we'll be able to get to some more VIP slots. According to the thing, to get more VIP slots, we have to where's the achievements? I can't find the achievements page. Did they move it? Oh no, there it is. According to this, We just need to have 200 people chatting at the same time. We've had, right now, our maximum is 114 we had. Well, Finley, welcome to the VIP gang. We can do it. We can do it. You know, Poison Type, you say this word, and you actually reminded me of something. I was thinking about the lurkers, the people who are watching the stream right now that don't chat, maybe have never chatted, that I don't even know, like, their name. Like, I don't even know their name or their username or who they are. Or even if it's someone who is just tired and doesn't want to chat today. I think about how awesome they are, because, like, I think about the people who are chatting right now. It's probably about half. Emlaw, welcome. It's great to see you again. Like, it's probably half the people watching are actually chatting. It's like, who are these mysterious lurkers? And I just want to say thank you. You're all very awesome. You're very sweet. You don't never feel obligated to chat. You can just hang out. Enjoy yourself. I'm looking at you, Twitch user 51245. You're a great Twitch user 417837. Bots. No, it can't be bots. They have to be real people. Please. Please. I'm surprised there's 69 people after my Fontcast episode dropped. And for those of you who are chatting too, thank you. You're very sweet. You're all very kind. I can't wait for my freaking stomp foot button thing to come. I know it's stupid. I know it's way more expensive than, it's not even stupid. It's a really good idea. It's just, I know it's expensive. It's just like, it's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so cool. What's the point of the lurk command? Just to let people know, don't chat, try to talk to me. For instance, sometimes I'll raid people and then like have to immediately go to bed. So I'll be like, hey, just like check it out, see you later. So by having like a command that you can use, it makes it like a little easier to be like, hey, I'm gonna just listen in or bounce or something like that. It doesn't actually like do anything. It makes it easier. When's exclamation point leave? Is there a reason for that? Like I can understand the lurk command, but I don't understand the leave command. If it's like, hey, like just saying like, hey, I'm back is usually like enough. I don't know. I didn't understand that command. I remember when like bits first came out and I was like, oh, these things suck. Who would ever use these? I said that. I was like, man, Twitch takes such a huge like payment out of that. And like, it's like, who's ever gonna even use it? It's just like, oh, I can make like a shiny thing appear in chat. That's weird. Why would you even want that? So I didn't even enable it for like a few weeks, and then people were like, please enable bits. We want to give you bits. We want to use bits, and I was like, okay. Yeah. Delta Kong writes, who would want to give money to this nerd? This just in, Andrew hates bits? I think they're cool now. Like they have incentive now. Like you can unlock beta modes, you get like little badges and stuff. I don't know. It allows you to do text to speech.
Bits.
Like that. Like Chiptuner can you do text to speech with 50 bits instead of having to like wait till next month to like do it with the sub. That makes sense. I understand now. I just didn't understand Twitch back then. I just didn't get it. I never understood how things work. And I still don't, because all I do is I talk about fonts on this freaking stream. That's all I do now. COVID's messed me up. I became a Monopoly Plus streamer. People are like, what the crap are you doing? I bought a freaking foot pedal, and people are like, what the crap are you doing? And I talk about fonts, and people are like, what the crap are you doing? I've changed. I forgot how to be funny. I made a font. Dude, I've made a font. It's called the Wii Sports Hacking font that I have. Fonts are amazing. Thank you, Colin. Thank you. Can we get a font rant nip reward? How about like Andrew's font of the day? That's a good idea for a nip reward. Andrew's font of the day, and I just like give you like what font I'm thinking about that day. What's the next game we're playing? Next game? The category is still just chatting. Because technically I'm talking about fonts and this is the background. There was no font category, sadly. So, rip. I made a font called Fart. I can't believe, yeah, you guys never banned the word font. Ain't that something? But you know what else is something? You guys, when you like and comment on one of my videos, you are providing an exceptional piece of the algorithm's part. If you don't mind subscribing, commenting, liking the video, hitting that bell, giving a blood sacrifice of your firstborn, that would be fantastic. Thank you. Anyway, let me tell you why cheese nips are so great. One of my favorite things about cheese nips, sorry, wrong one. One of my favorite things about cheese nips is just how delicious it tastes. When you put that cheesy nip in your mouth. Cheese nips by Nabisco. They're really, really good. Typo Chronicle, how you doing? That was a weird time for you to come in, but hey, how's it going? I'm so uncomfortable too. I'm so uncomfortable too. This is how you win, by the way. This is how you're supposed to play this game. This is the speed run. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It barely did anything. I bet a speed run in this game would be super interesting. Actually, you know what? Is there a speedrun in this game? This is why I can't call this Powerwash simulation, because I'm too busy looking up different things online. Clear the van, clean the vintage thing. It's skate park. 27 minutes is the fastest time right now. Interesting. I should have sped run this. Dude, look at this. Look how epic this is. That's pretty awesome. That's what I need. You'd get last. I know. Believe me, I know. I know. When I like to speedrun, I like to just relax. And not do it, and do it slow and steady. You know what they say, slow and steady wins the race. You know that's a stupid saying, because it doesn't apply to speedrun. The slowest player, of course, isn't gonna win the freaking speedrunning race. It's the person who goes fast, gosh dang it. Why is the troll face not working? Worked on my screen? It shows on my screen? Oh, look at that, isn't this looking nice? Look at this skate park, it's really starting to come together. I tried to speedrun Spider-Man PS4 and then I realized the world records are 6 hours long. I need to try speedrun Madagascar again. I need to try doing speedrunning Madagascar. That was actually kind of fun. And I feel like I can actually do it. What if the fast one matches up? Well, then he's not fast, then he's slow. But I guess I see your point. That's the difference between the ballsy one and this play it safe one. Sometimes the play it safe beats the ballsy. You know what I'm saying? speedrun Mario Party. That sounds like an actual nightmare. That sounds like an actual freaking nightmare. The amount of RNG involved, it sounds like an actual terrible thing. What did Ballsy do to you and why would you beat him? Well, I didn't mean like in a race, like in a race. Can I tell you about a game with just one speedrun? Please do. Undertale? No one speedruns Undertale. Yeah, I've seen people speedrun Mario Party. I don't know how they deal with that knowledge that they have. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Do you mind if I turn this up a little bit? I should do a speedrun in this game, and this is the only song that plays on loop. It's just this.
Your Majesty.
Is this on Beat Saber? Wait, is this on Beat Saber? That sounds so much fun. Is this on Beat Saber? Can I get a high five, chat? What a freaking good song. What a freaking good song. No! That wasn't good. I was actually trying for something and it did not work. I was trying to do the growl and it did not work. It sucks that song has to end. It really sucks that song has to end. I feel like there was a song that I've been listening to recently. Like a lot. Let me see if I can remember what that is. Right. I can't play that on stream. It's claimed. That's a really good song though. But I know it's actually... Wait, no. It's not on Beat Saber. The song isn't on Beat Saber. No. That would have been such a fun song to play on Beat Saber. I used to be good at Beat Saber. Wait, you found one? You found one? Huh? You found one? The song that I like is it's called Catchin' Vibes by Nick Battle. It's one of those generic like commercial like songs. You know, like the ones that are like, you know, like the ones that you buy to put in like a television commercial or the back of a vlog. It was a song that Jerma used on the Jerma Dollhouse stream. And I know it's claimed because it's claimed on his VOD. But it's such a good song. It's such a good song. It is like one of my favorite songs. And it's literally just one of those you pay like 20 bucks, you can use it in your content kind of thing. One day I'm gonna just buy it. Just like buy a usage just so I can let you listen to it on stream because it's so good. It's called Catchin' Vibes by Nick Battle Chill Track. It was from the Jeremy Albertson Dollhouserment. Hudbus said that he played the Body Rock one, and apparently the beat map is really easy. Man, I was hoping it'd be kind of a difficult one. But if it's got that flow, that's all that matters. James, is James here? Oh, James is here. Did you order the suit? I haven't yet because I was waiting on an Amazon return to go through so I can get my Amazon gift cards back to buy it with, and now I have it. So now I can order it. Now I just need to buy an entire Daytona USA arcade cabinet. Or I could just emulate it. Order a font hoodie. Is there just like, can someone like find like a good shirt, like a good font shirt and put it in submit for stream just so I can consider getting it. Just a very nice font shirt. Ooh, that's nice. That's real nice. Sure, or played the PS3 version. So you know what I've been playing recently? Not really that much, but just some. I've been playing Final Fantasy VII Remake for the first time. And I realized I have this weird medical condition that whenever I play Final Fantasy VII Remake and I'm in a battle, I will do this. This is what I do. And then the battle ends, and then I close my mouth. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's only that game. It's only that game. Only in Final Fantasy VII Remake, and only when I'm like in the middle of a battle. I'll just be playing and I'll just go. And then I'll close it the moment that I finish the battle. I know nothing else causes that. Nothing else. Even concentrating on like Pepsi Man, where I'm like 100% concentration, that didn't do it. But for some reason, Final Fantasy VII Remake causes me to my mouth. Mr. Bean, the video game, only has one speedrun. I could beat it. I could win. I could win. Are there any other songs you want to see in Beat Saber? If I ever did like a Beat Saber stream, what songs you guys would be interested to you guys? What's some other good stuff? The Penny song? Oh, the Penny song is so good. From WarioWare? Just WarioWare Beat Saber name. Could someone make a map in Beat Saber for big balls, big balls? Could someone make a Beat Saber map for that? I will play that on stream. Of course I would. Why, if you spent the time to make it, of course I'm gonna play it on stream. It'll be a sin not to. Will you have the noodle extensions? The what? The noodle extensions? The crap are the new, like for my hair? Like extensions? The noodle extension? Beta Man, you have a second option. Either do Daytona stream or Powerwash in real life. Ooh, you're giving me an excuse to buy a power washer, but I can't afford to like, it's not even so much like, can I afford to buy one? It's like, can I afford to have it take up so much space? Man, that's interesting. Noodle extensions is a Twitch extension for Beat Saber. I'll have to look into it. I'll have to look into it. And I don't have, never mind. I don't have a hose hookup. I don't have a hose hookup. Man, sad days. I guess I have to do the other. I miss this song. Not gonna lie, it's been spending a little time away from doing the raw meat and taking a vacation, like, you know, to think about my life and my choices in life. It's really gotten me to like be like, man, raw meat, what a fascinating creature. You know what my favorite part about Raw Meat 3 is? I think out of all of Raw Meat 3, I think my favorite part of the whole thing is that Stacy, all right? So she gets told off by Jane that she needs to communicate more in her relationships. Okay? Stacy, one of the only normal people in this whole dang movie, is told to communicate more with the man who only says raw meat, and it's not. I laugh every day at the thought of that. Just the geniusness of what raw meat is. It's not even like I planned that. It was more of like, it's where the characters took me. I like to think of I didn't create raw meat. I let the characters create it themselves. He also says, it is. He also says that. And no. It's not. There's so many classics. I didn't create raw meat. Raw meat created itself. Raw meat created who I am as a person. I think you're looking for the shirt that reads Helvetica in Comic Sans font. That's a good one. That's a good one. I feel like it's one of the best works that we've created. Raw meat is like one of the best works. It's what is considered underappreciated art. Can you believe 3 people disliked that video on YouTube? It's a travesty, and it's broken me as a content creator. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to create content on YouTube ever again because of that. It's so sad. The 3 people are being dealt with, says Deltacon. Raw meat has ruined my sense of humor. I now laugh whenever I hear a commercial say raw meat. The movie series has ruined me. All 3 of those people don't get the lore. They just don't get it. They just don't get it. They don't get what we've created. And I say we because we did make this together. I wasn't the only one. We've created raw meat together as a family. I can't look at anything raw without thinking about Kevin. Raw Pepsi, raw meat, raw chicken, raw meat. I sometimes get messages from my friend who we created raw meat together, including the unnamed credits of the 3 or 4 Japanese girls who were in the class that helped us create raw meat, that I cannot remember their names, and I doubt they even remember we made it because it was for a one-off class and they looked like they just wanted to be done. They were very sweet though. They were very sweet. But what happened was, basically, for those of you who don't know the lore behind the lore, me, a friend, and 3 Japanese girls, college students. We all were in this class. Just one day, it was an English-speaking class, and we had to finish a play that had the characters of Jane and Oswald. Okay, and we created an ending, and me and my friend were laughing with each other like, What if we just made one of the characters just say raw meat? And the girls were like, oh, raw meat. And we were like, oh, is that funny? And they're like, yeah, it's so funny. And I'm like, is it? And they're like, yeah, it's so funny. I was like, okay, we'll just keep adding it. And they're like, yeah, it's so funny. And then me and my friend just wrote it based on that. So technically, I'm not even the one who even thought of, like, we might have created raw meat, but we might not have gone all the way with it if it wasn't for those three girls, 3 unnamed credits. The raw meat origin story. What if they're watching the stream right now? What if? Can we get a font jam, like a game jam, but for fonts? The Beta64 font jam. That's such a good idea. That's such a good idea. Find them. I don't even know how to find them. I don't even know how to. They didn't even like help write it. They just kind of like sat there. Which is why I'm like, I'm pretty sure they didn't like care. All they did, this was what happened. Let me show you what happened. It's me and my friend, we're like, okay, and then Kevin says raw meat. Okay, and then Jane comes in, is like, Professor Kevin, and and that was the whole thing. But let it be known, they had some good taste, because they turned out, I think it turned out as a fantastic play. Okay, Grampy, it's time for bedtime. It is getting a little late, isn't it? think it's just about time to put up the old washing hose and bring up the old submit for stream. Can you make a meta episode of Raw Meat where you're writing the story? It's raw. It's developer commentary for Raw Meat. I don't think Fantasy Online is claimed, right? Whenever I hear someone singing in Japanese, I'm immediately like, it's claimed. It's anime. It's anime. I do like the idea of a font jam, though. I do really like, even just like actually having a prize, like you win $10. You get a $10 Steam gift card if you make if whoever makes the best font. From our distinguished font judges. Yo, $10! Yo! I can maybe buy one Steam game that's not that good. Yo! And for second place, you get $5. And for third place, you get $1. You get a $19 Fortnite card. You can finally buy Monopoly Plus. The winner gets Monopoly Plus. I legitimately think that would be fun. Maybe I'll make that the next sub goal. But it kind of all relies on how many people want to, like, do the fun. We'll make like a pool of money. Like, we'll do like a pool of money, okay? We'll have like a dollar goal. Like, if you donate through the like, whatever this thing's called, Stream Elements, I'll put in like $100 of my own money, and then just like every donation increases the pool. And then the winner just takes the whole pool. It could end up being like a $15,000 prize for a font. Oh, that'd be so freaking funny. James, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Lumali. Thank you. All right. I think that's enough cleaning for one day. Let's get to that submit for stream, shall we? Dang, we did like really good. We can totally finish next time. Though tomorrow we're playing Banjo-Kazooie, so it won't be like tomorrow. Can you show us the process to make a font? I'm the only font I've made is for like Wii Sports, and that I kind of threw together. So I don't know the way to like make an actual like real font. I'd have to look into that. I can do like a stream tutorial. Like a tutorial. Is the winner based on quality or funny? We can have like different categories. Different font categories. Alright. Submit for stream time. Thank you, James, for gifting another sub to Chaos Yoshi. Thank you. You're so freaking kind. Super Mario Bros. Fan, you have a good rest of your sleep tonight. They're watching the while sleeping, of course. Of course. The Font Awards in the Beat Awards. You have a whole year to make fonts. How's that sound? A whole freaking year. All right. This one's from Benny Shoe. I'm pretty sure we've seen this meme, but I'm gonna show it again because the top part is different. It says beta after talking about fonts for an entire stream. We just mentioned one of those rare Nintendo games that no one seems to know about. There's multiple font-related memes here. That one's from Benny Shoe. There's so many font memes. Okay, this one's from Llama Z. This one's from Llama Z. This one deserves like a. Hold up. I need like intense music, like. Here we go. No, not this one. I tried, not this song. Not this song. Not this one. No, not that one. Not that one. No, that's the exact song I want. You use impact condoms for your memes? It's kind of cringe. Not that one. Not that one. Perfect. Thank you, Lomazine. This is from Colin. This is the screen, the like album artwork for my new podcast. Is Calibri a good font? The Fontcast. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I can use that. It needs to be squished though to be a square because they need to be squares. But you know that only improves it. That would only improve it. Thank you. Thank you, Colin. Oh, there are good font shirts. This one's from Expedited Healer. Found some good font shirts on Amazon. I'm silently judging your font choice. That's good. That's real good. That's real good. I'm definitely wearing that one for when I play the Banjo-Kazooie Xbox version. Thank you, Expedited Healer. Wow, there's a lot of freaking font shirts. Like this one from Marty. This is perfect. This is perfect. Friends don't let friends use papyrus. The worst part is the font on the shirt isn't good. I love these. You gotta like the font shirts, dude. They're so funny. They're so good. It's so freaking good. All right. This is funny. This one's from Chaos. This is funny. This is so funny. Look at that. Look at that right there. It's so freaking funny. When this stream is done, if I go into like my analytics and I don't see a massive drop off when I talk about fonts, I might just make it. I might just start that font cast. I might just start that font cast. I might just do it. What is this? What is this? Look Pim. What is this? Is that my nose?
Look, Pim, I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here? Look, Pim, I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause.
What is Smiling Friends? And why does that sound like that guy from that YouTube channel? Who is Smiling Friends? The heck is a Smiling Friend? It's a new Adult Swim series with that dude. There's 2 of these memes. There's 2 of them.
Pim, I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here?
We're Psychonauts 2!
That one was from Z-Storm. Thank you. This one's from Bubes. Oh, this is this was the thing that I did last time. This is the thing. Oh, dude, here we go. I'm excited for this. Hi, I'm Beta64 from Beta Boy and the Twitch Guy, and you're watching Disney Channel.
It's Pikachu!
That's the Disney logo. That's the Disney logo. Thank you, Boobs. Thank you. That's the Disney Channel logo. The font in that shirt, by the way, I do enjoy it. I do enjoy that. I enjoy it a lot. Okay, next, let's do Expedited Healer. Once again, freaking fantastic art from Expedited Healer. A very good restaurant. Look at that. Look at that. I look like an anime boy, like a real one. Not a fake anime boy. I look like a real anime boy. Look at that. That could be me. If only I was a real anime boy. Dang. Life update. Here we go. The 24th was my birthday. I'm officially still older than you, old man. Lamau. Happy birthday. Anyway, today was okay. On Saturday, I went to the Boston Museum of Science for an early present, which I heavily suggest going to next time you're in Boston. I do love the aquarium. I do love the aquarium. Glad you're feeling better, but remember COVID's strict thing. One day you're feeling fine, next day you feel awful. We care, or at least I care. If you need cancel stream, I understand. Thank you. You're very sweet. Do I need to pick another number? Do I need to pick another number, Expert Healer? It's beautiful. And thank you for the life update. My next number is 114. That is my next number. I've forgotten what the reason for this is. This one's from Colin. This was posted about a week ago, back when I first got sick. What is this? Who am I? Why do I have a buzz cut? I don't get it, but I freaking wish. Oh, I know. Okay, the arcade machines. Yes, that makes sense. The arcade machines, because I own all of these, of course. I just don't quite understand the buzz cut, which I'm never going to. You're gonna buy all these arcade machines, and I wanted you to get. No one wants me to get a buzz cut, right? It's just Colin who keeps saying it, right? Thank you for the art button. You don't actually. No one wants me to get a buzz cut. I don't think I would look good. I don't think I can do it. This was from Anthony B. Rousseau. So, for those of you who are in the Discord server, you will remember this. But Z-Storm lied to me and said that there was that Monopoly Plus was a dead game, and that they'd had 0 viewers, and doctored a photo. So this is art based on that. It's art based on that. I might have to submit for stream a little early so I can get some sleep, but it won't be. I've gotten through most of the backlog. John Twitch, what do you mean Monopoly?
What do you mean Monopoly Plus has 0 viewers?
Poor Carl, he's fine. You have to look at all of it. So John Twitch, where's that $5 billion you promised us? Speaking of that exact thing, this is from Z-Storm, who lied to me and is a liar. Who's Joe? Who is Joe? Why don't you tell me, James? Why don't you tell me? Why don't you freaking tell me? Oh, Freight. Okay. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Why is it buffering with 1 second left? This ad's buffering with 1 second left, so I can't skip it. Why? Yo, Finley, thank you for the 200 bits. What would you rate Helvetica?
What would you rate Helvetica on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would rate it a 7. Allow me. Hey, I feel like it might be a little too easy. Okay, wait, maybe when it starts getting hard, it'll go. Maybe when it gets hard. I need to be harder. This looks impossible. I think what it's trying to do is make you go like this, so it's like you're running, which is clever. Good song though. I would stop this, but that was the hardest part of the whole song. That's a good song. That's a good freaking song. All right. James just said life update cat. It's a nice looking cat. And also James beat Death Stranding. If we could get a clap for that. If we could get a clap for that. James finished Death Stranding. Congratulations. Congratulations. This was from Derppedia. So you know it's actually, you know what? We'll look at this one and then we'll end with Derppedia. We'll end with Derppedia. Kev sent in something that needs to be checked because it's a long one. But this was from Krusty Towers. This is really good. Sorry, Sonic, your font is really bad. Unlike Shin Go Pro, the best font. No! Hey, what do you want to play some Monopoly? Okay, I want you to look at all these fonts. Best font, okay font, nice font, font, and font. And here's me with my pressure washer. This is so nice. This is creative. The font cast. I need to like have Sonic on my font cast. All right. And this last one we'll look at tonight, and then I'll get to bed. Derppedia. Derppedia. Let's do it. Font A, font B. This is just so much easier to read. It looks so good. And it's just like, this is like, it's like a little bit gray. It's a little bit too like whimsical and out there. I just don't like it. This is just clean, easy to read, to the point. Wow. Font A, font B. This is just so much easier to read. It looks so good. And it's just like, this is like, it's like a little bit gray. It's a little bit too like whimsical and out there. I just don't like it. This is just clean, easy to read, to the point. Why did you all watch this stream? Why did you watch it? It was just me talking about fonts for an hour. An hour. Why did you stay? I mean, thank you. Oh my gosh. All right. It's sleepy time for Andrew. The only reason I come to your stream, Andrew, is for the nips. Thank you all for being here. Legitimately, this was really fun. Every time I take an extended break from streaming, this is a legitimate thing. I get a little worried I'm not funny anymore. Like I lost my funniness from COVID. That I lost something to the joy of streaming. Sometimes I'm like, did I lose it? And then I come back and you're all so fun to be around and it's such fun and I laugh and it's a good time. And then I talk about fonts for an hour. Tig, it's so good to see you again. You can't lose something you don't have, i.e. being funny. Chew. Have a good night, okay? Chew. I just wanted to end it on a nicer note. That's so because you know I was really sad. I cried for like a few seconds, but it's fine. That ended really fast. All right, bye. We're rating sticks. Shoot. Love you all. Seriously. Thank you for being here. I'll see you tomorrow.